on this section of Coach Kelly's tips, I want to talk about fighting for your goals. On a previous message, I talked about the importance of setting goals the right way, having better do goals, should do goals, could do goals. I also talked about the importance of keeping your goals out in front of you so that you pay attention if you're on track, if you're doing things right now that are getting you closer to your goals. I really encourage you to listen to that message as well. But I want to talk about this one when you're fighting for your goals. Many times I'm asked the question by somebody, Earl, what do you do when you're not on track or you don't feel like you're on track for your goals? Well, the first question, the first thing that I typically respond with is I set short-term immediate goals that I can build momentum with. Something that I can get progress with. What can I do in the next 24 hours that will start getting me back on track towards my goal? What are action steps? A lot of times when we're looking at our big goal and we're feeling overwhelmed, what we really need to do is just build some momentum and get some confidence rolling behind us. And that way, all of a sudden, our mind starts looking for solutions. So what is something that you can do in the next 24 hours that will help you get back on track? The second thing I do is I call people that are ahead of me in terms of performance, either people that are doing better than me right now, maybe people have more experience than me, maybe people who have performed and gone through a similar situation that I'm in. And a lot of times when I talk to other people, it opens up my ideas to how many solutions there really are around us. And this helps me to want to fight for my goals. Now, the third step, I think about myself after I've talked to other people, and I try and remind myself of similar situations that I've been in where I've overcome an obstacle. You know, the one thing I've learned about your mind that you have to pay attention how you talk to yourself is your mind can only focus on one thought at a time, either a positive thought or a negative thought. So by focusing on similar situations where you've overcome obstacles, you're teaching yourself to focus on the positive things that you've done in the past, and this helps you move forward. I do ask myself, do I need to reset and come up with a new goal? If you've set goals with a better should and could, you typically don't need to reset a goal. You may have to pick a goal that you're going after, either the better should or could do goal, but you don't have to typically reset the goal. But in drastic times, I have done that. So for example, our region this past fall went through a situation where we had a hurricane hit us, and many of our offices went from like $10,000 in sales to nothing. And we had a division went from 50,000 to 5. Well, we had to reset our goals. You don't just build back in 1 week. But we didn't reset our long-term goal. What we did is we reset our short-term goals, and then we started asking questions, how could we make up for more of it later? So again, I think about, do I need to reset my goal? And the last thing I do is I remind myself that hitting every goal is not the most important thing in life. What's important is the character that I develop in the process. This gives me the energy to not give up and to continue fighting for my goal. A lot of times when we're looking at a goal and we don't feel we're on track, we'll start to mentally tell ourselves that that we should give up, and we start to give less effort. And what you want to do is you want to fight that. So rather than worrying about whether or not I hit the goal, I focus on the character that's involved in going after the goal. I focus on what is it, the memories that I want to take away from this pursuit. You know, they always say the journey is more important than the end result. The journey is more important than the destination. And I'm going to leave you with this tip to remind you when you feel you're off track to help you keep fighting for your goals. It was something that meant a lot to me as I heard it. It talks about, you know, being focused on who you are is so much more important than what you get. And the reason who you are is more important than what you get, because what you get in your future is determined by who you are. So focus on the character of finishing strong and fighting for your goal and not worrying about whether or not you fall short, because if you fall short, you'll just have an opportunity to start back again. There's some tips on fighting for your goals. I hope that helps you out.